honest, there were times na ganun yung mga pangyayari. Pero ang difficulties po kasi pagdating sa online learning is hindi palaging sa
Hindi laging what?
hindi palaging sa pagtingin ng bata, kundi yung doon sa audio difficulty, yung visual difficulty, kung nakikita ba nila ang sinusunod.
At yung paano ang signal mo.
Ayan.
And I don't think there's so, marami rin naman nahihiling ng online. Modules, no? So, dinadala niyo yung modules, sinasagutan ng mga nanay yata, o ng mga anak. And I understood kung gano'n ang hirap na nung learning levels natin, proficiency. Pero nung nag-online at nag-COVID, lalo pang nahirapan. So tama ka, no? Dahil mas physical to, tama yung track, no? Let's go back to face-to-face at yung soft skills, no? Yung soft skills like yung social skills mo, when you relate with your fellow learners, you relate to adults, tapos,
you know, how bad was that?
It's at 60%. I think
43 assists. I mean, well, 43 assists.
obviously for me, it's the 43 assists that's the biggest standout thing because it's 43 assists on 50 made field goals.
Yeah. That's why that's the biggest thing. The best teams don't make tough shots. The best teams move the ball and get good shots and know who's supposed to take the right shots. And that's where they seem to have got very quickly. And as we said during the game, it's not just against Lebanon, who are trying to work their way back into world levels and trying to build all the time. It's against France as well.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about a team who had a lot of assists tonight. They had a lot of assists against France.
Yep.
So, you know, for the Canadian fans that have made the trip here, for those watching at home back in Canada at some ridiculous time of the morning, it was worth getting up early because that's some entertainment. And you've got to love the way this team appears to want to be a team.
Yeah, you said it. I think, you know, it's hard to put a team of NBA players together. They're young. Let's not forget they have some veterans that I'm sure their veterans are helping the younger players. You know, this is what international basketball is all about. This is what it means to wear Canada across your country. And they've been building on this the last 3-4 years, and it's a goal for them to get better every day. It's a goal for them, you know, possibly, I think going into the tournament, they said if we can continue to improve, we can medal at this event. But hey, why not go ahead and try and get that ticket to the Olympics? That's the biggest thing for Canada right now. They haven't played in the Olympics since 2000. And right now, for me, this is a team that can medal.
Well, and they've made it, the good thing, on top of everything else, you mentioned, I was so pleased you mentioned it before the game as well. This isn't something that's just happened, you know, like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, they sat down and said, what do we have to do? And they brought Nick Nurse into head coach. Obviously, a profile of an NBA winning coach helps, but he's also a coach that's had international experience in London and at the Olympics with the Great Britain team. And he has set a tone and a path that he's obviously, unfortunately, unable to complete in some ways, but he's passed.
Ang hindi nyo kasi maganda, yung po kasi ng stigma ng HIV, hindi tayo open, no, sa pagkakaroon ng mga testing for HIV. Pag nagpa-test na for HIV, iisipin kagad na baka ikaw ay isang tao na iba-ibang kakaibang mga practices po na sexual practices po, which is very bad, no? So what we want
8:30. From us here in Jakarta, thanks for joining in, and we will be back later for that Latvia-France game. Thank you.
At hanggang ngayon, meron pa rin tayong mga bayani. Pero alam niyo, sa pagdiriwang ng araw ng mga bayani, sabi ni Randy David, tinuturo nila kung ano ang raison d'être ng ating bansa. What is the
It's been proven for years. Matatag sa planas.
ang buhay ay
binigay ang kanilang buhay sa bayan. And so we recognize, so they fought for
Pilipinas Live. Jollibee. Gatorade. Arena Plus. Maxis. Okay.
Coffee and milky drinks made us realize that this business can be profitable. So we initially wanted franchise, one of the big from
Ako pa talaga ang eksena. Hindi ba kayo?
Hanggang kailan mo kaya ilaban ang pag-ibig? Hanggang kailan mo kaya kumain?
In on 3 areas: prevention education,
Not the only ones demanding accountability. Gold Star father Mark Schmitz, the father of Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz, has said this yesterday on this program.
This is despicable. I mean, there's more and more evidence to the contrary that the mistakes that they made are definitely coming to light. Make these kind of mistakes and still have your job at the end of the day. These guys should have resigned. I'm honestly rather disturbed that the generals didn't slap their stars on the table and resign before this even happened. And now they're going to pay the consequences for it as well. So we're not going to stop fighting until we get the accountability that we deserve. And the rest of the veterans that served in this 20-year war, I feel deserve as well. I mean, everyone there did such a wonderful job, but their leadership failed.
No Chad, to this day, I think no one has lost their job. No one has been held accountable. Only Lieutenant Colonel Scheller, who criticized leadership, has lost their job.
Exactly. Look, not only has no one been held accountable, but the White House has claimed a victory in this. How is there a victory when, first of all, the withdrawal should not have happened. I know that's not a popular opinion, but having 2,500 troops in the most strategic place in the globe between Iraq, Iran, Russia, and China, to remove that was a mistake, especially when we were just only supporting and advising the Afghan Army with the international community, and it was working. We should not have left. We still have 80,000 troops in Japan to keep the Southeast Asia area of the world secure, and make that decision to pull out what was a massive mistake. But in the way they did it, for the White House to give the NATO operation from the Department of Defense to the State Department created a scenario that cost those 13 service members their lives. And someone absolutely should be held accountable in any other area of life when there's mission failure. People are held accountable, much less the loss of life, loss of innocent life. And in 13 service members killed. And again, so many of our troops were put in danger. So many troops were injured. We had almost 200 other civilians killed in the gate. But we had 40 million Afghans who were left to live under the rule of the Taliban. 20 million women and little girls are being sexually enslaved every day because of this decision. People should be held accountable. But in response to those 13 service members, Secretary Austin is responsible, and he should be held accountable for it.
Chad Robichaud, thank you so much for joining us this morning with your perspective.
Absolutely.
All right. Archie Fox, Wildfire.
mama ko magbantay. Kasi ako mga asikaso sa mga anak ko, tapos si mama magbabantay.
Kasi minsan ka magsalita din.
Oo, madaldal kasi talaga ako, char lang. Pag tindera ka, kailangan lahat sasabihin mo. Kahit yung hindi pwedeng ibinta, ibinta mo na.
Sige nga, bentahan mo nga. Kunyari, yung mga tinitinda mo sa tindahan nyo, nag-online sell mo. Paano mo i-alok? Sige nga.
Hi, hello! Bili na po kayo ng mga alak, sigarilyo, sibuyas, kamatis, bawang sibuyas.
Puro pagpabaho ng bunganga ang mga binibenta mo, no? Sigarilyo, alak, bawang, sibuyas. Parang pwede yan, ano? Mag-online selling ka ng mga paninda mo.
Nag-online seller din ako yung...
Ano ba binibenta mo naman online?
Mga lahat ng kaligya sa Divisoria, gano'n. Pati yung mga tindera doon, binibenta ko na rin.
O sige, kunyari ibebenta mo si Noynoy, online selling na. Describe mo sa amin yung paninda mo na si Noynoy.
Hi guys! Bilhin na ako si Kuya Noynoy. Pogi! Oh. Moreno, Pilipino ang beauty. Hindi kayo lugi dyan. Dito kayo sa Pilipino.
Noynoy?
Alam mo naman, di ba pag Pinoy?
Ano? Sabi ay hindi na daw kami lugi sa'yo, Noynoy. Totoo ba ang chismis? Kung baga sa alak, long neck ba yan o mucho? Ito yung mga iiwasan na kapitbahay.
Malalaman ko kung sino ang kumuha ng pagkain, ha?
Segundo. Good luck sa inyo lahat. Nalasa ng pagdilig at huwag malilito.
Yeah, I took it at night. Kitchen, food store, and I say maybe not. Sorry, what's your name?
Values and regional security challenges. So, migration expected to be a priority in their.
He said you should follow this guy. I had no knowledge of ultra running. Didn't know anyone that did it. So when I got told to follow this guy who was doing this run, I was obsessed. Like he was the guy that taught me how to do everything. So when I finished that UK run, there's also a sign at Land's End, which is the southwest part of the UK, and it says New York. It was.
Kung lumabas. Labas.
Town, don't do it fast. If you're doing it scientists during that shot, may as well never get the best.
Why would we go to the middle of nowhere?
It's just going through.
Thank you. Oh, finally. I get excited about that. State Lottery Commission. They don't want to talk to me. It's a...
Ang pangalaruan mo sa bigmang ito.
Tignan natin yung harap natin, carrot soup. So yung mga main ingredients natin galing sa farming mismo. Diba? Ang yung ibabaw yung turmeric.
Lasang laseng din na. Pero nandun pa rin.
Meron pa rin ano ng carrots.
Meron ba yun?
Hindi yung texture. Ibang klase.
Yes. Yung gusto ko pag marami yung luya, parang may mentol ka sa lalamunan.
Stop. Pati yung mga pari na kumakalaban, na ipinaglalaban yung human rights, yung kalayaan sa pagpapahayag, freedom of speech, yung nangyaring mga patayan at mga naging sugatan. And so, ang pinaglaban ng simbahan ay yung katarungan, justice. At kung saan walang paggalang sa katarungan, walang paggalang sa pagkatao.
Programang Bukas sa DZRH at RHD.
Ako ay lahat ng pangarap natin. Kasama ka.
Sino ang dapat matakot?
Kasali tayo sa pinakamagiging ng basketball sa mundo. Gilas laban sa lakas. Puso ang laban sa akin. Ang kaibahan sila ang gawin. Hindi lang gawin natin ang masusubukan. Kung hindi ang tibay ng ating kampihan. Sama-sama tayo. 12 ang lalaro, 100 milyon ang lalaki. Game na kami.
Dito, handa kayo. Game namin ito.
And he gets into two free throws, however. One was short, the other one was a bit too strong. So the score remains the same, a 10-point lead.
FIBA World Cup 2023 is brought to you by the following. Smart. Sandra Dale Wilson. PLDT. Pinas Line. Jollibee. Gatorade. Formula Plus. Maxis. OK Bet. Muck Delivery. Bet88.ph. United Auctioneers Incorporated. Sherry. And Futon.
After opening day losses for both these teams, Gilas Pilipinas and Angola will fight for their very lives dito sa FIBA Basketball World Cup. Both of them encouraged by what they saw in day number 1 in the Philippine Arena. But we shift the scenes to the Smart Araneta Coliseum, the mecca of Philippine sports. At para sa Gilas Pilipinas, want to hold on to their faith. Welcome to the Quantum Skyview. Minos has Aaron at the center. Ako po si Paolo de Rosario alongside Dom, Uwe, and Dom. It's the first time ata na may live studio audience tayo sa pre-game natin. But always glad to have them here and what a game we have in so forth.
Definitely great to be part of history, following all the hundreds of people right here with us. Just really support the Adidas Filipinas. You know, we fell short in game number 1, but we are looking forward to game number 2.
And of course, when you take a look at Adidas Filipinas, you have to take a look at their game last time against the Dominican Republic. Fell short in the fourth quarter after Jordan Clarkson did foul out. Turnovers were the big story, though. 19-12 in favor of the Dominican Republic, and that was a big problem for Adidas Filipinas.
Definitely a big problem. We see the ball over. That means less possessions, and that translates into the number of field goals that you are able to attempt. And you can see the big disparity right there, 73 as compared to 56 for Philippines.
6-point win para sa Dominican Republic. Of course, the turnovers will have to be addressed, especially kapag nakita natin yung stats ng Angola. Pero panoorin muna natin ito yung mga highlights between Gilas Pilipinas and the Dominican Republic. Carl Anthony Towns leading the way para sa Dominican Republic, but Gilas Pilipinas showing everyone that they can stand tall even with him on the floor. Jordan Clarkson leading the way, but what about Renz Abando, AJ Edu? So many bright lights para sa Gilas.
Well, there are a lot of bright lights. That's what we like about it. You know, we all expected Jordan Clarkson to play well. He did. You know, really ran out of gas in the end. So you want to look at the locals. You look at guys like Kiefer Ravena played a number of minutes. Jumar Fajardo obviously showed that he's in great shape. So these are the things that we can definitely build on.
Right before that, though, Angola and Italy played the very first game dito sa Pilipinas, and it was Italy who came out on top. Pero sa simula, Angola looked very competitive. Dom, you take a look at the numbers here. We need to focus on the amount of turnovers. It's not shown on screen at the moment. Pero itong Angola, very competitive in the first 3 quarters.
Definitely very competitive. It kind of reminds me of a team or a college team that puts a lot of pressure, forcing a lot of turnovers. And that's the thing that I think that Gilas Filipinas really has to focus on tonight, the pressure that we also last Friday, because that's something that we'll have to deal with. And we saw it also that we had 19 turnovers in our first game. So that's the focus for today. We need to be able to get over that pressure, be able to get into our sets and be able to score, especially when they are pressing.
High pressure para sa Angola against Italy. Italy had a fight for 3 quarters. Nakita naman natin, high energy as you mentioned, very physical, and are able to press over and over again. Magiging challenge para sa mga ball handlers ng Gilas Pilipinas. The question is, who will that be? Jordan Clarkson saddled with a lot of turnovers in the first game. Scotty Thompson also with 5 last time around. So Coach Joko Reyes needing to find solutions to try and beat the rest of Angola.
Well, definitely, you need to be able to distribute the basketball. You can't have Jordan Clarkson just bringing up the basketball the entire time, because it's going to take, he's probably going to play 40 minutes, and he's not, maybe won't be able to last with all that pressure. So you want to be able to have the other guys contribute 5-10 minutes and release that pressure, and then in the half court, look for JC.
Let's take a look at the Group A standings at the moment. Of course, Italy losing the game against the Dominican Republic just a while ago. So they are now at second place with 1 win and 1 loss. Ito naman, Gilas Pilipinas and Angola trying to draw level as well. So going into this game, it goes to show you just how much more important this one is for Gilas Pilipinas, especially with Italy as their last game.
Exactly, because you want to be able to go 1-1 after tonight's ball game. If we go 1-1, that ties up with Italy. And then if we play Italy on Monday, that really gives us a good chance of advancing into the next round. Remember, top 2 in each group will advance to the next round.
Of course, we're really excited to see that. But first, let's focus on what's going to happen in the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Our colleagues are there at the moment, Sir Seth Sarmenta and Jason Webb. Gentlemen, off to you.
Thank you very much, Paolo and Dominic. And this game, Coach Jason Webb, so important. Could be do or die for these 2 teams. Of course, so much more can happen. But these 2 teams, they lost their opening games, as Dominic and Paolo talked about it. This is going to be all out for both sides.
Yeah, it's going to be all out because this is the game. I guess for both teams, they're looking at ito yung pinakamalaking chance nilang manalo. And then you also want to use this as your leapfrog into that next game. Maybe you can win 2 games. And for us, everything to play for the Philippines.
And yeah, that competition in Group A heating up, of course, because of the variety of combinations that happened so far. Going back to the Philippine game, the big thing that everybody was talking about is the fact that Jordan Clarkson graduated with still so much time remaining in that game.
Yes, and it's sad that of course, we'd like to have seen him play all the way to the end, but he did give everything that he had. He had a great game, especially statistically, in terms of numbers. But then, if there's one thing, there's a few things that we'd like to see a little bit more of. There's probably a little bit more of efficiency on his end. Yes, he did have his 28 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. But he also did have 8 turnovers. Seth, masakit yung 8 turnovers na yun. Ang dami na nating turnovers nung laro na yun.
Is it actual familiarity or was just he was taking chances in that game?
I think it's a combination of maybe that, and also you have to remember there was so much energy in the Philippine Arena that night, and that's going to be another thing for today. The team that will be able to harness positivity with the energy that the crowd is going to bring, hindi din talaga makakuha ng labang.
Yes, this Araneta Coliseum, the scene of so many great sporting events beginning to be filled up. But let's talk about Gilmar Fajardo. Andy Howe and Richard Denver started put it succinctly that it looks like Gilmar is back.
Yeah, Gilmar is back, and Gilmar is showing the world that he is at their level. You know, he came in there, every time Gilmar touched the ball at the post, he scored. He was perfect, 5 out of 5. Yes, he did miss a couple of free throws, but then he was dominant at the paint. And it didn't matter who was guarding Gilmar Fajardo. It didn't matter if they were being physical with him. He was able to stay the court, play his game. And that is going to be the big question today. When Jordan Clarkson sits on the bench, kanino ba tayo pupunta? Are we going to go and have guards break it down for us? Or are we going to let that big man work and show that he is ready for international competition and he is above par?
This Angolan team is no pushover. They led in the early goings against Italy, though they lost that game against the Italians. Shield Gundao, just 5'6". I can look him in the eye, actually. Very few people I can look in the eye. But he is a dynamo, a dynamite for this Angolan team.
And in terms of that guard spot, he is the guy that's really put in the points. And he has been very consistent for them internationally. If you look at those numbers, the one thing that should pop out and we should remember is that he made 4 out of 8 3-pointers. He's 3-pointers. The whole Angola team was able to come up with 4. He made all the 3-pointers for that team. And then he also hit some buzzer beaters. Especially at when running down, he's able to make some big shots for them.
Oh, God, it's going to be a tough assignment for whoever has to guard Shield and Dow. And in the meantime, patrolling the beat tonight will be our veteran sportsline reporter, none other than Cheska Little. Cheska, it is so nice to be working with you again. For Jason, of course, what do you have?
It is lovely to be working with you and Jason once again. And you know, since it is day 3 of the group phase, and we have 2 teams that last faced each other in the 2019 FIBA World Cup, where Angola got the Philippines a heartbreaking 84-81 loss in overtime. Fast forward to 2023, and it's a different Angola team with just 3 holdovers from the 2019 squad, and a different DLS roster with just 5 players who remember that loss very well. And both teams are looking for their first win. My name is Cheska Little once again, and DLS Pilipinas take on Angola in just a few moments.
FIBA World Cup 2023 is brought to you by the following. Smart. San Miguel de Wilson. PODT. Filipinas 5. OK Bet. Max's. And Cherry.
Did you like winning? We got it. Rookie Bet. Join the action and get the entertainment that you deserve. Register now. Head over to www.okbet.com and sign up.
Live in the moments that matter most today.
With Smart Power on 99.
For 99 pesos, get 8 gigabytes of all-access power. Plus, unlimited TikTok.
And a VTEX.
Load now.
Also available.
Sa panahon ng pag-ahon, mag-Cobra Energy Drink with Immunity Plus may tulong protection from vitamin D and C. Lagi mo kang nagkakalas. Wala ka mag-magfat, tama-tama rin tayo kumahon.
Sharing. There is a pleasure in getting to a certain age. There's time for those you treasure, including yourself. You've got all the wisdom and zero of awareness. Sandy Zero. 60 calories, zero sugar, lowest carbs, high buzz. FIBA World Cup 2023 is brought to you by the following. Smart. San Miguel Pilsen. PLDT. Filipinas Live. OK Bet. Maxis. And Cherry.
The best teams, best players are all coming to the Philippines. Buy your single game tickets now and get access to any game of the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 from August 25 to September 10. Buy your tickets today via SM Tickets and TicketNet online. Sanay ko ba sa loob 99 po? Dagdag ka lang ng 50 pesos para masakto na ang saya. Ito na ang bagong Satellite Self-Load 149. Sakto sa huli. Entertainment at aksyon. Sakto aboard 149 pesos lang. Available sa suking Smart Retailer, Pasalot at online load partners. Pilipinas is now live to drive you to the complete game experience. Catch all these leagues live only on the ultimate app for Filipino sports enthusiasts. And immerse yourself in your game viewing experience while enjoying these exclusive features. All these and more for the special introductory price of only 99 pesos. Download and subscribe to Philip.
Want to win a new 55-inch smart TV? Join the Load and Win promo with Signal. Purchase Load 300 and other available loads via GCash. And get a chance to win a 55-inch smart TV. Load now and enjoy awesome content on your screen with Signal.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now in watching spin for the national we begin with the anthem of Angola.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of the Philippines. And we are just about ready to get started. It's the Philippines against Angola. Don't you just love the international flavor of international competition? With this house, it's really full, isn't it? Hang on to your seat.
Yeah, and the energy is, you can feel the energy all over it goes for either way anyway, and that's also why our coaching staff has a lot of practice games just to get used to how it's going to be called internationally.
Take a look at the starting five of Angola. That number 5. Look at this. This guy can shoot the 3 if he wants to, and we'll have to watch out for him, of course.
Pero sa sitwasyon naman natin, mas sanay tayo dyan na maliit yung guardia ng kabila. That's something that we're not, that's something that we're used to.
I can look at you straight in
Nasaan ang salamin ko?
who is registered as a member. We have left the Hawks, of course, last time around at 13-5-2.
Yeah, solid game, and especially on the defensive end. He's a guy that can work both ends of the court for a defensive player of the year in his conference in college, and has had a number of years in the NBA already.
Gio Dundal, we talked about him at the top of the third dance. Good start by Angola against Italy. They surprised the Italians, but the Italians set it down and they used their minds and they finally got the hold of that game.
Carlos Canales, Spaniard, the head coach of Angola. The world basketball world is just coming here to the Philippines. So
Walang salamin.
everybody needs a job, has a job, and can be a coach in a different country, of course. And Jordan Clarkson, of course, he will carry the load for the Philippines. Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, we didn't say he was going to be a catalyst, but look at our team. He's the guy that can break down the defense and then create not only for himself, but also create for his teammates.
Sabi nga nila, siguro talaga pag may NBA players, we take a look at our starting lineup, Coach John Jason.
A little bit different. And right now we're going to have Scotty playing that point. A little bit more
No.
regular starting five. Maybe Jordan Clarkson playing off the ball this time, like in the first game, where we had that different starting five.
Do you think Angola always
Sure, you know, they've got 3 games. Those 3 games, alam mo na kung sino yung kalaban mo. So you've already put in that work to scout them. If we look at the numbers of Clarkson,
28 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 check. It's hard to speculate, but if we had stayed in that game, could have been a different result perhaps.
yeah, they could be, but you know, we have to look forward. Tapos na yun, we were unable to close out that game. One guy that played actually worked very well in that game was actually Dwight Ramos.
He was not afraid to take that outside shot in that game. He did miss a few, but he was not afraid to take those shots.
What you like about him is the poise and the way that he plays. It's very relaxed. Hindi siya nagmamadali masyado. At the same time, he's a guy that will work off the ball. So we're going to need some guys that can get Dwight the ball, maybe get Junbo the ball, and we have to find guys that can break down that defense of Angola.
And overall, this team, our Gilas team, was also training with some height in mind. That's why Edu was brought on our hands for the injury throughout the workout and training of the team. We needed some height. This is a world championship, of course.
If you look at the other team, that many of 6'10", 6'9", and they are skilled players at that level. We heard something about Bruno Fernando, who's actually an NBA player. So up and down the order, doesn't matter who you're playing, what team you're playing, there's going to be some quality in that team.
What kind of start should you have? I know we should have a good start. What kind of start should you have against this Angola team?
Yeah, key, Sam. There is energy that is going to be given by the crowd to the players. Ang importante dito, huwag tayo magmamadali at huwag masyadong ganado. Minsan may sobra eh. That's actually what happened to us. We threw away some basketballs in that first game. And those 19 turnovers, we've got to find a way to harness that energy without going overboard.
Play with control, aggression. The Philippines, of course, 5-time Asian champions. First time, one of the best finishes of an Asian country, which may never be rivaled is the finish of the Philippines in the 1954 version of this championship, of course.
Alisi.
Bronze medal finish. Jordan Clarkson, 55 seconds away from tip-off. Stretching those muscles. John Grace, I think, did a good job of bringing out Clarkson at certain moments of the game. Not to run against the ball, but more of the resting.
And he was being smart about it. Ang ginagawa dead ball, tapos natawagan naman tayo mga pagkatapos. So when you look at the game time na dito, maiksi lang. But if you look at the number of minutes or regular time, na lumahaba yung pahinga na. And we know that we want to keep Jordan as much on the floor as we can.
Aray ko.
Number of years with difficulties and strife stable now, and the Republic of Angola, they're basically historically Portuguese in orientation, and mining and petroleum is one of the assets of this country. And this is a strong basketball team here, very powerful in the African region. Look at Lunda Reed. And reminding of the assistant coaching in your team.
Bakit naging malabo?
Hey, when it comes to basketball, it's not really your high-tech manners. It's about how you have it. We've got a lot of good guards that have had international success, and they don't have to be over.
Sino bihi? Ha?
Philippines will be going to the right end. The Philippines to the first place of the ball. Watching being watched by Francisco. Here comes Tommy, looking inside. Edward trying to provide the shield. Shot clock reduced to 10. And everyone on the boat. Clarkson being softball. Clarkson will make a move. He dropped it over to Scotty. Can't calibrate. Sends it outside. Around his plate. Shoots with a second remaining too long. Ball is loose. And it's picked up. But it's down. The young Logan's running. But the Girls 5-6.
Step on the sideline. Happens a lot nowadays. A lot of people take corner threes, and because you take those corner threes, every now and then you get caught for stepping on that line. Good calls by the referees.
I think we are almost to capacity here. Right now, and I'm sure we'll get the number in just a short while. In the meantime, here's Junmar Fajardo being watched closely by Banner. And it's a handoff to Clarkson. Clarkson in 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jackson in the box. 10 feet away, fires, long shot. On for the block. Here comes the bonus. 3-on-1. Ramos by himself. And the down to the left. The follow-up. The follow-up. No. The follow-up. No. And there's a foul on Junmar Fajardo.
In our first game, one of the things that we did struggle with was offensive rebounding up our opponent. And right here, dami naman natin nabigay ng offensive rebound. We have to control the number of attempts that we give up.
Such a challenge to lead in tournaments when there are giants upstairs.
But, we just can't, I think we were more than a difference of 10 shots between